Most respected family members, my pranams to you. Today I would like to exclusively explain the God concept in Hinduism. This I am particularly focusing just to make every Hindu understand that Hindu dharma, Hinduism, Sanatana dharma, it is different from any other religion. It is different from all the semitic religions. In semitic religion, the God created the world, whereas in Hindu dharma, God manifested as the world. In Semitic religion, God created every material in the world, whereas in Hindu dharma, every material is the manifestation of the divinity. This is exactly what Hindu dharma tells. So all whatever is present in this world, we Hindus never say that it is created by God, but it is the manifestation of the God. So God is present in everything, but that does not mean that everything is God. God is present in everything does not mean that everything is God. How these two words are different? If God is present in everything, we call everything is divine, not God. So, two words are very important for Hindu dharma. One the God, the other one the divinity. God is one and only one for Hindus also. Vedas tell Vishwadas Chakshuruda Vishwado Mugo Vishwado Bahuruda Vishwadaspat Tam Bahubhyam Namadi Sampadatraihi Dhyava Pradivi Janayan Deva Yeka. The one God which has got eyes, which has got ears, which has got brain, which has got face, throughout this universe, everywhere. And that God I am just prostrating with folding hands. Bahubhyam Namadi Sam Padatraihi Dhyava Pradivi. That particular God is manifested. Janayan Deva Yeka. Manifested in everything present in the world, and that God is one and only one. Janayan Deva Eka. So we definitely say that God, it can be defined very well in Hindu dharma, but no other religion can define what is meant by God. They only say the God said, the God said, the God said. God cannot say, because exactly if you are going deep into Allah concept or Jehovah concept, it's an imaginary concept as God. So that imaginary concept God cannot talk to you directly. People may be talking as the representative of the God, whereas that God will not talk to you. If you are going deep scientifically, you can understand that. So we defined God Yedo Vacho Nivartande Aprapya Manasa Saha. Imagining the God through your mind is impossible. If imagination is impossible, the words cannot be used for explaining the gods. So, Yedo Vacho Nivartande, the words will come back, because the mind cannot create an image of the God. And what is God? Yedo Vacho Nivartande Aprapya Manasa Saha is an Upanishadic word. Like that, another explanation of Upanishadic line gives you the message that Yedo va imani bhutani jayande enava jadani jivandi yat prayamdi abhisamvishamdi tat vijitnyasasya tad brahmeti. That Brahman, that is the ultimate God for Hindus. called Brahman. That Brahman is the one from where everything existing in this universe got manifested. So everything existing in this world got manifested from that Brahman. Every manifested thing existing in this world survive till the last date of its birth because of this Brahman. Yadova imani budani jayande enava jadani jivandi yat prayandi abhisamvishandi. At the end, all these will be going back towards that Brahman. And that is what is known as Tad Vijijñāsasva. Try to understand that. Tad Brahmeti. That is what is meant by the ultimate God for Hinduism. Nadatra Chakshur Gacchadi. Eyes will not reach to that absolute God concept. Absolute God. Nadatra Chakshur Gacchadi. Na Vak Gacchadi. Words will not reach there. No Mana. Mind will not reach there. Navitmo, nobody knows about that particular God exactly what is meant by God. Navijanivo, nobody can teach what is meant by God to others. Navitmo navijanimo edaida tanusishya. Then how can I teach you what is meant by God? This is Upanishadic line, Upanishadic message. Exactly like that, Upanishad tells, Nadatra Suryo Bhadi, the light of the sun is negligibly small compared to the light of that Brahman. Na Chandrataragam, the light of the moon and the stars is nothing when compared to the glorious light of that Brahman. Nema Vidyuto Bhamdi, even the light of lightning, it is nothing when compared to the glorious light of the Brahman. Udoyam Agnihi Tameva Bhandam Anubhadi Sarvam. After that, what is this small lamp which you are lighting? Even it is nothing. And Tameva Bhandam, that God, Brahman, absolute essence of this world, absolute fact of this world, absolute truth of this world, Tameva Bhandam, it produces light from itself, Anubhadi Sarvam. It gives light for everything present in this universe. Tasya Bhasa Vishwamidam Vibhatim. The light coming from that Brahman, that glorifies everything in this world. So that is exactly what is meant by Brahman. And yet Srotrena Nasranoti, that Brahman concept which cannot be understood by listening to the explanation of the scholars. Not Srotrena Srunoti, ena Srotramidam Srutam. But remember that it cannot be understood through listening by the ears, but that particular power is responsible for the biochemical functioning, the functioning of the ears present in your body. Through ears you cannot understand Brahma, but you should understand that ears are working, ears are functioning because of Brahma. Yat chakshusha na pashyati ena chakshumshi pashyati. You cannot see the Brahman, absolute God concept through your eyes. But that divinity, that God is making your eyes functioning. Yat manasa na manudi. That cannot be understood through the mind, through the analysis. But that particular God is responsible for making your mind functioning. And yat chakshusha na pashyati ena chakshumshi pashyati yat srotrena na srunoti ena srotramidam srutam yat manasa na manude ena hurmano madam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. Remember that is the only God. Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi na idamididam upasati. Not only that God is beyond all these things. And that concept of Hindu God is the absolute truth, absolute fact and absolute essence. existing in everything. Tadejadi, that does not move. Tad naijadi, that does not keep stagnant. Tad dure, that is present in farthest distance. Tad dvandige, that is also present nearer to you, nearest to you. Tad andarasya sarvasya, that divine power is, that God is present inside everything. Inside everything. Tad andarasya sarvasya. Tadu sarvasyasya bhakyadaha, that is present outside also, outside of everything. So that is present in everything. The God is manifested as the material in this world, according to Hindu dharma. According to Semitic religion like Islam and Christianity, God created everything. So God used the material and created everything. And God kept himself away from this. Whereas in Hindu dharma, God himself manifested as the materials in the world. So we say God is present in everything. Since God is present in everything, everything is divine. Everything need not be God. Everything is present. Everything is called as divine. Isha vasyam idam sarvam. Idam sarvam. Whatever things are available here, that contains the power, energy or the God. Since that God concept is present in everything, we call everything as divine. That energy of God is present in me. I am part of the manifestation of the divine power. So I say Aham Brahmasmi. And that is present in you also. So we say Tat Tvamasi. That is present in 1.6 million type of animals, 4 lakhs type of plants, that is present in 80,000 types of trees and millions of types of microorganisms. So we say, I am Atma Brahma. The cosmic soul is Parabrahma and the individual soul is Jivatma, we call it. Paramatma, Parabrahma. Jivatma, Jiva Brahma. So Paramatma is the absolute God which does not have limitation and boundary. It pervades everything in the world. The whole cosmic system, whole Brahmandam is the manifestation of the God. If it is the manifestation of the God, naturally everything present in this world is divine. Everything present in this world is divine. So if you can worship the God, you can also worship everything divine. And that God is present in the cosmic form. Because everywhere God manifestation is there, means the power of God is there, means even in English we say omnipotent, omnipresent, divine power, that is God. Because of that divinity, that God present in me, I say I am divine. Because of the presence of that Jivatma, which is the part of Paramatma, I say my heart is beating at 68 times per minute. I am breathing 16 times per minute. My blood circulates about 60,000 kilometers per minute. And whatever I eat, it digests automatically without my instruction. And everything happening within my body is working not because I am a product of God, but because the manifestation of God and that God is present within me, so I am divine. Aham Brahmasmi. So every plant, every tree, every animal and every system, including living and non-living system present in this world has got that manifestation of the God, so we call it as divine. Anoraniyan mahado mahiyan atma guhayam nikhidosya jandoho. Smaller than the smallest atom has got that divinity because it is the manifestation of the God. You can see electrons are revolving around the nucleus in s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbital, sp3 hybridized orbital and so on. And who has decided that electron should move at 2182 kilometers per second through this specified orbital? Who has created that specified orbital? That is the manifestation of the divinity. So that God present in the atom, Anoraniyat, Mahado Mahiyat. Just to think about this universe. Earth is rotating about 1640 kilometers per hour. Earth is revolving around the sun at 35,500 kilometers per hour. Our solar system is moving in the galaxy at about 69,000 kilometers per minute. And our galaxy is moving towards the center of this cosmic system, this universe, at a speed of about 71,000 kilometers per second or so. So everything is moving through the specific pathway. Nothing is deviating. Everything is moving at the specific pathway as directed by the nature. So that nature is also called as the manifestation of the omnipotent, omnipresent God. So everything is according to rule, it is going. And that God we say Ishavasyamidam Sarvam. That God we consider that is the absolute form of God. Srishtva Purani Vividhanya Jayatma Shaktya Vrikshan Sarin Siran Gagadamsha Damshtramatsyan Tishtaina Tushta Hridaya Purusham Vidhaya Brahma Avalokatishanam Mudamabadeva. This is a line from Bhagavata Mahabhurana. Srishtva Purani Vividhanya Jayatma Shaktya. That particular Paramatma Chaitanya, that particular Paramatma force manifested itself as the small animals and so on. Vividhani Atma Shakti. Vrikshan, that manifested as the plants. Siddhan, that manifested as the swimming animals. That manifested as the crawling animals. Creeping animals, crawling animals. Vrikshan, Sarin, Siddhan. Gaga, that manifested as the birds. Damsha, that manifested just like the animals, like mosquitoes. Gaga Damsha. Damshtra Matsyan, it also manifested as the living beings in the ocean. And that God, after manifesting itself into these many forms, wanted to create, manifest as elevated form of animal that can understand the universe. So that God finally manifested as human being which could understand the great universe. So we say Srishtva Purani Vividhanya Jayatma Shaktya Vrikshan Sarin Siran Gagadamsha Damshtramatsyan Tishtaira Tushta Hridaya Purusham Vidhaya. Purusham Vidhaya. After manifesting as human beings, that God itself become happy. Is an explanation given in Puranas. So we can say that everything present in this world is the manifestation of the God. So this world itself, Nandam, Namadhyam, Napunastavadim, this is the absolute truth. This is given in Bhagavad Gita 2, in the 11th chapter, Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga Dhyayam. The God itself, or the God himself, we can say whatever may it be. God itself is symbolically presented in the human form as the cosmic uniform. Cosmic form of a God. Uniformly it is presented. That we call as Vishwarupam. That is also explained in Vedas. Sahasra Shirisha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishwado Vritva Tyadashta Dishangulam Purusha Evedam Sarvam Yat Bodham Etcha Bhavyam Udamratatvasya Shanaha Yadannena Tirohadi Yadavanas Mahima Adojyayagamscha Purushaha. That cosmic form of God we represent. If we can represent the whole Brahmanda cosmos as the cosmic form of God, every part of that God is divine for us. If we say Mahatma Gandhi is Mahatma, and if we respect Mahatma Gandhi, every part of Mahatma Gandhi is respectful for us. We will not say, we cannot say that I respect only the head of Mahatma Gandhi. We cannot say that I respect only the leg of Mahatma Gandhi. So every part of that Mahatma is respectful, worshipful, and we can adore and we can prostrate before that particular figure. So if we can say God is manifested in everything, so naturally God is present in the stone also. So stone can be converted into an idol and it can be worshipped. Inside Kaaba also there is a stone, 32 centimeter diameter stone covered with a silver. And Kaaba itself is made of stone. Everyone does the pradakshinam around that. Even the cross is also an idol. Jesus hanging in the cross is also an idolic, symbolic presentation. The pictures of so many saints is also presented. If you are taking Quran, Bible or Bhagavatam, if Quran is holy and every page and every letter of Quran is holy, divine, if Bible is holy, every page and every letter in Bible is divine, so we worship that particular book also. If anybody is burning a small piece of Quran, naturally he is sentenced to death, what happened in Pakistan. So remember that the divinity we attribute to the holy books. Divinity we attribute to that. So that is connected with God. Whatever is connected with God, we say divine. When God is connected with our mother, we say Matra Devo Bhava. Mother is divine. God is connected with our father because from them we born in this world. So Pitra Devo Bhava. So father is divine. If the manifestation of the God is present in the sun is responsible for the life in this world. So we respect, honor, prostrate towards the sun, S-U-N. So we chant the mantra Akrishnen Rajasa Vartamano Nameshaya Namradam Martyam Jakiranyayena Savitaradena Devo Yadi Bhuvanani Pashyan Adityaya Namaha. Not that sun is God, but sun is divine. Not that mother is God, but mother is divine. Not that father is God, but father is divine because God is present in them. So we consider God is present in our motherland. So mother and motherland, same concept. So worshipping our motherland, which is divine for us. We say Matra Bhumi, Janani Janma Bhumischa, Swargada Vigariyasi. If the whole universe, the whole cosmic system is manifestation of God, every part of that God is also divine. So if earth we can consider as the part of the cosmic system, naturally earth is divine. So India is part of this earth. So Bharat Mata, India is divine for us. And Himalaya is divine because it is the part of this earth. Earth is part of cosmic system. The cosmic system is the manifestation of the God. So everything connected with the God, we call it not as God, but a divine. But in Sanskrit and regional languages, the word God and divine generally used in the same way. For a common man, it is the same. We say, just like Jala Chandravata. So we always say, Srishtva Purani Vividanya Jayatma Shaktya Vrikshan Sarin Gaga Damsa Damshta Matsyan Tishta Iradushta Hridaya Purusham Vidaya Brahma Avaloka Dishanam Mudamavadeva. Only human being can understand the divinity. Only the human being can understand the presence of God in every living and a non-living being That is why we say human beings are the elevated form of in the evolution of the animal system. So it is not that God, everything is God, but it is the manifestation of God. So mountains are divine because it is the part of cosmic system. The rivers, the Ganga, the Godavari, everything is divine because it is the manifestation which is present in the cosmic form. That manifestation is present in the earth. That manifestation is present in the mountains, in the hills, in the rivers, because these are all part of the cosmic form. They are all divine. Whatever is divine, we worship them, we respect them, we honor them, we fold our hands before them. And when we worship an idol, it only means that through the idol we are looking to the cosmic form of the divinity. For a common man, it may not be easily digestible, but when you go deep into the subject, you can see that Drishyate Jalachandravata. Drishyate Jalachandravata means just like the moon is reflecting in the waters. Moon is only one and only one. That one moon is reflecting in the water, collected in a small pot, the water present in the ocean, in the river, in the sea, in the pond. Even the water present in the roadside will be reflecting the moon. So the reflection of the moon can be seen, the manifestation of the moon can be seen as image in all the waters. So that image is needed for imagination. Without image, it is impossible for a common man to imagine what is meant by God. So through the idol, we are doing the imagination, the meditation of the God. You just think about a lower primary student. A student will not be in a position to understand the huge size of earth without giving him a small or a miniature form of the earth, which is known as globe. You put a globe on the table and start explaining about earth to that student or the group of students. They will be understanding where is America, where is Ireland, where is India, where is Kerala, where Japan is situated. From the globe it is easy for them to understand at their level. So globe is needed at a lower level. When the student grows and elevates himself to higher standard, then merely a map is enough. A two-dimensional map is enough for imagining about the countries or the earth. But at lower level, three-dimensional globe was needed. At a higher level, two-dimensional map is enough. Still at higher level, you can see insert picture or photograph of earth. That is enough for him to understand where every country, ocean and everything is situated. When you elevate yourself to a higher position, from the idol level, you will be coming directly to the level of imagination, meditation of the God, without the figure, without the picture, without the form, without the size. But you cannot directly go to the God without a figure and size. If you are going, your understanding about the God is wrong. If you are directly going to that level, just to think that without studying lower primary, high school or the colleges, one fellow starts directly doing the surgery of a patient as a doctor, or if he starts designing an overbridge as a civil engineer, or if he starts auditing the account without studying in the schools and colleges, directly start auditing the account, what will happen? You know what will be happening. If a judge has not gone through the basic education of the law and other thing and start directly giving the verdict about the victims and the culprit, what will happen? So thorough knowledge, systematic and custommatic knowledge right from lower level to higher level is needed, and that is what is meant by elevating oneself to a higher level. Directly you cannot go to the end point and start worshipping, and that may be possible for one or two people like Shankaracharya. Even Shankaracharya did idol worship because it is needed for elevating. Through the idol, you are not looking to the stone, you are looking through the idol, the ultimate omnipotent, omnipresent divine power. That is why it is called Vigraha. Early morning or evening or after taking bath, if you are standing in front of the mirror, you are not standing in front of the mirror for seeing the mirror, but through the mirror you are watching yourself or seeing yourself. That is, idol is needed for imagining the omnipotent, omnipresent divine power. One cannot imagine the endless and the beginningless form of the God just like that. If you start imagining that, then the whole thing will be getting confused. That is what is happening for certain religions. Terrorism is growing and restlessness is growing, and stringent religious rules are holding them together. If the stringent religious rules are broken one day, the whole system will collapse. That is what is happening in the West, in the European country, America, England and other places. People are not going to the church. They have never seen what is meant by Bible. They have never read what is meant by Bible. Why? Because they cannot imagine the so-called Jehovah without a form and size in the beginning. After that he can reach, after that the devotee can reach the higher level. But to start with, you need 4-line copy for writing English letters. You have to have a copy book for writing beautiful letters, and after that you need not have to have a 4-line book. Only 2-line book is enough. After 2-line book, you need not have to have a lined notebook at all. You can write in a book without having any lines in that. So your handwriting will be good, but for reaching that level you have to start with a 4-line copy book. This is what Hindus said and Hindus are telling. In Puranas, different forms of divine power is explained. How the form of Ganesha, Muruga, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati, Brahma, Shiva came. You just put an image in your mind, close your eyes and start doing meditation. You start doing meditation, and finally the mind will be giving you a form of that particular form is painted as Ganesha. So the God or the absolute formless God, that you start thinking and you start imagining and you start meditating and you start just analyzing within your mind, which is the internal laboratory, and finally one form will be evolved from your mind depending upon the depth of your meditation. That is what Patanjali has told in the 4th chapter of Yoga Shastra. Whatever you want to know more and more, keep that formless thing within your mind, start meditating, the mind will give you a form. Like that mind is giving the form. That is what we call Shandagaram, Bhujanga Shayanam, Padmanabham, Suresham, Vishwadharam, Gagana Sadrisham, Megavarnam, Shubhangam, Lakshmi Kandam, Kamalanayanam, Yogi Hridyanugamyam. Yogi Hridyanugamyam. Only the yogis can imagine, can arrive at this particular rupam of Shandagaram, Bhujaga Shayanam or Bhujanga Shayanam, Padmanabham. A common man, it is impossible for him. So that picture evolved in the mind of the yogis, that got painted, and in Shivakashi it is printed as a picture, or the sculptures, they make this idol. So that idol which got evolved as the imagination through the meditation of the rishis, they are consecrated in the temple. Through that image, through that idol, one has to imagine the omnipotent, omnipresent divine power. So idol is not the God. Through the idol you are reaching the other side. But when you worship everything in the temple, remember that idol becomes the king of the village and the temple becomes the capital of the village, and around the temple every psychological, sociological, family-based, anthropological, economical, commercial activities will be taking place around the temple, and that temple becomes the capital, and the Vigraha becomes the king of the village, and the village becomes self-reliant in every activities focusing on the temple. And the temple is not a prayer hall for Hindus. temple is more than a prayer hall, it is a social gathering center, including spirituality work there. Kshetra Kala, Kshetra Vadyam, Kshetra Sangeeta, Kshetra Achara, everything will be nurtured in the temple. And there we again see that the usefulness of the temple and the God concept. And Avatara, Malsya Kurma Varahascha Narasimhoda Vamana Ramo Ramascha Krishna Kalki Dite Desha. The 10 avatars, nothing but evolution. Right from the fish, the animal developed in the ocean or water, it is getting evolved up to Kalki, the human being which is killing themselves using the swords produced by themselves. So these are the evolution given in the, so evolution of the divine power in different forms. The physical body get evolved through the intrinsic, inherent, self-guiding, self-motivating, self-energizing awareness and consciousness present in the living and non-living system. So if you consider Ganesha, the Rupa and Bhava represents like an elephant. The omnipotent, omnipresent divine power, the Paramatma is present as Jivatma in elephant. It is present in a dog. It is present in a horse. It is present in every living being and every non-living being. So when you destroy, when you kill a human being, if you consider that the Jivatma present in you and the Jivatma present in the other person who is getting killed by you, these two are same. So you are just like brothers. So killing becomes against the religion in Hindu dharma. Killing is not against the religion as far as Semitic religions are concerned. Millions of people are killed in the names of religion in Semitic religion, either for converting the people into their religion or those who objected the God, Bible and Quran, they are killed. Even in the name of protecting the God, the wars are taking place and killings are taking place. Protecting the holy book, protecting the God and protecting the so-called their prayer halls, killing and death are taking place. Millions of temples, I correct it, tens of thousands of temples are being smashed in India, as brought down to India during the invasion of Muslims and Christians. But Hindus did not fight back because they know that the temples are not the final point of divine concept or God concept.